all have everything you need. Like you have everything you need to get to hit the target that you're trying to hit. Like the only thing that's getting in the way of you actually hitting what you want to hit is how you feel about it. As soon as you attach your feelings to the story that you created about the task that you're trying to accomplish, as soon as your feelings get wrapped around the story around that task, whatever you're feeling about that task or whatever story you wrapped around that, engulf that, whatever feelings you have with the story about that task has now been set to the side. So one of the things I hope that you all like, even my OGs that like have in the process of losing weight or have lost a ton of weight. One thing we all have to remember is that the tools are already here. One of the dopest things that was told to me by my cousin that's a chef was like, bruh, everything you need is in that cupboard. It's just individual items. It's all individual items by themselves. They look like just black pepper just look like black pepper by itself. Salt just look like salt by itself. Flour just look like flour by itself. Cooking oil just look like cooking oil by itself. But you mix that all together, you got a dough. But when those elements are by themselves, they look like it's just one thing. Like getting up at 4 o'clock, it looks like one thing. Putting some protein powder in your oatmeal, it just looks like one thing. Prepping your food on a Sunday looks like one thing. But if you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you get protein inside your oatmeal, and you already got your food prep for the week. Now that's 3 big things. Those 3 individual things just became some major. Just like that. Everything you have, everything you need, you already have. You just have to open your eyes to the bigger picture of what you're trying to accomplish. And just like what any chef would tell you, I start out with all raw ingredients. By the time I'm done, I have a masterpiece. And the reason why they have a masterpiece when they're done is because they don't see the raw ingredients as raw ingredients. They see each raw ingredient as a necessary weapon to make sure that it goes inside the recipe, so that when the end result of that recipe is done, you have a wonderful meal. You actually getting up and eating in the morning, even when you don't feel like it, is an ingredient. You actually recognizing that, damn, I'm getting a little bit stronger here. Maybe I can go 5 or 10 pounds heavier, is an ingredient. You are seeing that your waist is getting small, even though the scale is not moving, but the waistline is getting smaller and your hips are getting a little bit thicker, is an ingredient. These are all small ingredients that make up the bigger picture, which is called you. Because when you put all those components together, and and then when the weight start dropping and the look that you see in the mirror starts changing, then you start going like, I kind of like the way this recipe look. I like this dish. This dish looks actually pretty tasty. But none of that happens until you start putting those ingredients in the pot. That dish starts looking delicious when the ingredients go in the pot. So keep putting those ingredients in. When you see it as an individual thing, recognize that it's a part of a bigger picture, because you can cook a whole meal and it's missing one ingredient and it just don't taste the same, don't look the same, don't smell the same. You don't even want to eat it. So put the ingredients in the pot. You have everything you need. Put those ingredients in the pot, stir that bad boy up, boom. By the time you all are done in the next 90 days, you all should have a different recipe you're playing with. Now you're trying to figure out what to do with leftovers. So I'm gonna leave you with that. You got everything you need. Use the ingredients. You're your own chef. You're the chef of you. Cook up the best version of you. You're all more than capable. You all just jumped in here and described exactly what is necessary in order for you to cook up the best version of you. So start cooking. All right, that's all I got. As always, get out here, find a win, share a win, celebrate some massive win, produce a powerful, productive day, stay untamed. Now I gotta go cook.